Hey everyone, this is Video Game Fan 1999 here, and it's now time for me to do my next gameplay video. It's been a while since I last done one of those here on my channel, but I'm nevertheless looking forward to getting back into them for you guys. So anyways, today I'm going to be playing Splatoon for the Nintendo Wii U. So let's get started. Now this game, if you all don't know, is actually a shooter game. For me, I'm not really much of a fan of shooters, but I actually really like this game a lot. I'll explain why this game is so fun for me in a little bit, but anyways, let's go ahead and get right on into it. Alright, let's do it. So basically when you first start the game, there's going to be a broadcast right here. And the people that do the broadcast in this game are Callie and Maria. And they're basically known as the Squid Sisters in this game. So basically what's happening here is that they're going to introduce the stages for what we can play on here. So anyways, let's see what we got. For regular battles, we have Museum d'Alfonso and Piranha Pit, and for ranked battles, we have Walleye Warehouse and Flounder Heights. So yeah, there's basically regular battles and ranked battles. I'll explain what they are about in a little bit. But anyways, what we're going to do in this gameplay is we're going to basically do some online matches here. This is basically the main thing about this game right here. So we're going to go into a lobby here, and I'm going to join a regular battle. And with this game, there's also a level up system right here. As you can see, I'm currently on level 45. Originally, the max level on this game was 20. But in a certain update that they did for this game a while ago, they actually increased it to 50. So it's basically the max level for where they do have it now. So basically what we're doing here is we're trying to cover the most turf across the whole stage. This is basically what regular battles are. They're basically called turf wars. And this is basically the main thing about this game when it comes to the online. And as for ranked battles, there are basically certain modes that you can do on here. Like for example, there's a mode right here where you gotta try to claim certain areas. And there's also another mode where you gotta try to get a tower over to one side of the stage. And there's also plenty of other modes in ranked battle too. But for me, I'm not really into a whole lot of the ranked battle right here. I'm just basically mainly into the regular turf wars. And for each match that you do in this game, you basically get assigned a random color. Basically for this first match, we're on the green team while the opponents are on the blue team. And not only are you trying to get the most amount of turf on the stage, you also want to be careful not to get splatted by your opponents, because if you do get splatted, then you'll go back to the spawning point. But what is nice about this game is that you can also do a super jump to one of your teammates. You can basically kind of do that to try to basically get some more turf across the whole stage more quickly right here, so that way you can save up tons of time without having to move around normally. Alright, we got 1 more minute left in the match right here. And as you can kind of see up at the top right here, we're in danger, which means we're very far behind right now. So we have to try to do our best here to get a whole lot of turf back if we want to have a chance to win. And if you kind of noticed earlier, you can also do communicating with your team. Basically, you press up on the Wii U gamepad to say come on, and then you also press down to say booyah. So I do think it's a pretty nice feature of what they have done with this game. Depending on what goes on in the match, you can basically communicate with your team to try to work together a whole lot better. And basically what I just did there is that I basically did a special right here. I'll explain more about that in a little bit right here, but that was the end of the first match, and now we're going to find out which team won, and unfortunately our opponents beat us right there. So we unfortunately lost the first match right there, but we tried our best. And depending on how well you do in a match, you basically gain a certain amount of experience. You basically gain some of that to work your way up into getting higher levels. But of course, as you work your way up in this game, it takes a little longer for you to reach higher levels. But for where I currently stand at in the game, I have 5 more levels left to achieve. I'm at a pretty high level, but I only have to achieve a few more. I've actually been playing a whole lot of this game as of lately right here, and the reason why I wanted to do a gameplay of this is basically because if you guys have not heard, next month on April 8th is when the 3DS and Wii U are going to unfortunately shut down the online play right here. And with this kind of game, having the online as the main thing right here, it's going to be really disappointing right here. By April 8th, people will not be able to play this kind of game online. So while it is still active, I do want to make sure I get a gameplay of this while I still can. And basically, I am a fan of Splatoon overall, and I do think it is such a fun game to play, and also with friends too. Let's hope we can do a whole lot better in this match right here, since the first one did not go well. The first match, we were at Museum d'Alfonso, now we're at Piranha Pit. Well, hopefully we can have better luck here. We'll see what happens. So anyways, back to what I was saying from earlier. At the end of the first match, I actually used a special right here. You basically do that by pressing the right analog stick down on the Wii U gamepad here. And there are also various weapons that you can play with in this game as well. Basically what I am using right here is a Splatter Shot Jr. And also, there are other kinds of weapons that you can play with too, like that's a roller that you can use, and also a charger, and later on in certain updates in this game, they also have added in additional weapons that you can play with too, like there's a splatling that you can use as well, along with a slosher. Those were 2 kinds of weapons that they introduced in certain updates for this game. And another kind of weapon that you can also play with is an ink brush right here. I do think that is a pretty cool weapon for what they were able to put into this game. And for the controls on how they work in this game, for the main ones, you basically use the left analog stick to move around, and you can basically have your controls set up in a couple of ways. Basically, the way I have it set up is that if you want to move the camera around, you just basically do that by turning the right analog stick. But another way you could do it is if you have the motion controls on right here. If you do it like that, then you turn the camera around by moving the Wii U gamepad around. Alright, time's up. So let's see if we actually gotta win this time. No. Oh, we were so close right there that time. Unfortunately, our opponents beat us by 0.2%. I can't believe we almost had the win like that. If only we would have had a little bit more turf in there, we would have actually won it right there. But that is a shame that we lost it right there. Oh well. Let's just go ahead and do another match right here. Let's see if this one goes better. And while we're waiting for enough players to get in for the next match to start right now, a cool thing that you can actually do while you're waiting for enough players to join is that you can actually play a cool little squid jump game. I do say it's a very cool thing for what they were able to put into this game. So you basically play as a little squid, and you basically got to work your way up right here and trying to make it all the way to the top. And there's basically a total of 25 stages to go through in that. I have been able to complete it a few times myself, and as for what my record is on it, I have a record of 34,014 points. I do say it's a pretty nice record for what I do have when it comes to the squid jump game. It basically starts off nice and simple, but it later on gets a little bit tougher with the additional platforms that they put in here. But while you guys are waiting patiently for enough players to get into a lobby, then it's a cool thing for you to do to keep you company if you so desire. But anyways, we're about ready to get underway with our next match, and we're heading back to Museum di Alfonso now. Alright, let's see what happens this time. And by the way, I actually have a little bit of an announcement to make in regards to my good friend Video Game Fan 5, aka Luke. He actually recently made a couple new channels a little while ago, in which those new channels that Luke made are Sonic Song 182 Fan 199 and Luke's Mario Plush Adventures. I do say those are pretty nice new channels for what he made right there, from what I did see so far. Basically, his Sonic Song 182 Fan 199 account, it's basically in focus for the custom stages that he does for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, while on his Luke's Mario Plush Adventures channel is in focus for the plush videos that he does on there. I do say those two channels for what Luke made are pretty cool from what I've seen out of them so far. Oh, we just got splattered right there. And somebody managed to snipe me very good right there. I did not see that coming. Alright, let's see what happens with 1 minute left. Oh, come on! I got splatted again. That was ridiculous. Also with this game, by the way, there are also various clothes that you can get. And basically, for the clothes that you get in the game, they each have main abilities right here. And basically, depending on which ability you do have for each of your clothes that you're wearing, right here. Depends on how it's going to play out. Basically, for the main abilities that I do have the clothes I'm wearing, I have extra defense along with a Hana and a special charge up. And there are also many different abilities that you can also get as well. Like there's additional running speed that you can apply along with extra swimming speed. You can also get extra time in your special as well. And many others as well. There's just so many to list right here, but it would take me a while to name them all. But there's just a few examples of specials that you can have in this game, which is very nice. And unfortunately, that's another loss right there. Oh boy, we're not really doing all that good right now. That was terrible. Alright, we'll go ahead and stop here for this part, and I'll see you guys in the next part.